The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Strong, firm tackle. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
So I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can...
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's locked. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. He'll keep it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawrence. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Mississippi State going up tempo. He'll try it again. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rogers. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Might as well give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rogers. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown, and the ball's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Offense needs a couple of yards on fourth down. Remember, they can get the first down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arizona State 28, Mississippi State 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
First down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. He's now up to 70 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds the tight end. All kinds of running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for... Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Out of the gun, the give to the back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona State, 35. Mississippi State.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Complete to start this drive. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Huge gain and a 1st down.
Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first half. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's White. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Rogers. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team.
Hines is tight end.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll immediately call timeout. Going up top on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Gets rid of it, and his throw is incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's White. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming after him. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half.
Mississippi State, 28.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. The run from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, what a grab by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. To the air on first down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
49, Mississippi State. 35.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Caught in the backfield, it's Luck. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. After the filthy move, he's got room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Sun Devils have it for the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's White. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that sucker in the ground.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes a connection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down.
Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. From the gun, the ground game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Mississippi State right back to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. On the move, he fires. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and trying to capitalize on this field position.
On third down, going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Luck. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on fourth down. Running with power. The Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to run it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56, Mississippi State, 45.
Coming out with it, it's Rogers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Buys a little extra time. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
And that's the 1st down.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch and knocked down. Now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Looking to pick. He took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He'll do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun to give, looking for room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's blocked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Grab behind the line. It's locked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That grab puts him over 3,000 yards for his career.
That's impressive because every week he's got a target on his back. Defenses know the quarterback is looking his way. And still, David, this guy's been able to dice up coverages. 3,000 yards is a big number.
And that speaks to his talent, man. Like, the ability to make plays on the football, consistently catch the ball. Just 3,000 yards is a big number, big-time accomplishment, and it's had some big-time trust from his coaches and his players.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They want that clock to run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. Sweet feet on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W. And a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going up top here late in the game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you